Before jumping into episode 2, we really need to give episode 1 its flowers. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is sitting at 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. And honestly, that feels earned. Most of the disappointment I've seen comes from people expecting Game of Thrones. And that's the mistake. This show isn't trying to replace or imitate it. Instead, it's telling a smaller, more grounded story one that focuses on people rather than spectacle. Episode 2 proves the show understands that identity and is confident enough to stick with it. Titled Hard Salt Beef, Episode 2 works as a strong follow-up to the premiere. The pacing is steady, the tone is consistent, and it moves the story forward without rushing. What really stands out is how well it balances awkward comedy with genuine emotional tension. Even the most uncomfortable moments land because they feel real. A lot of that comes from Dunk. His constant embarrassment is almost painful to watch, but in a relatable way. You feel his frustration and insecurity in every interaction. The episode stays close to the Hedge Knight, with a few smart changes that actually help the story. Dunk's struggle to find a lord to vouch for him continues, and his conversations about Ser Arlen quietly highlight how lost he feels without his mentor. Egg remains one of the episode's highlights. His line about royal lapdogs isn't just funny. It's him reminding Dunk that he has value, even if the world doesn't see it yet. Their scenes together feel natural and warm. And Egg playing wingman with Tansel adds some much-needed levity. The camp outside Ashford is another win. It feels alive and historically grounded, showing that tourneys were about more than just jousts. The tug-of-war scene with Lionel Baratheon is a great example, lighthearted on the surface, but quietly important for those who know what's coming. Dunk casually using Lionel's first name, and the playful response, feels like intentional foreshadowing. Emotionally, Dunk reflecting on Ser Arlan is handled with restraint. It's meaningful without being overly sentimental, and it reinforces the idea that Dunk is still trying to prove to himself more than anyone that he belongs here. The arrival of the royal family introduces several key players. The Targaryen princes don't arrive with overwhelming grandeur, and that's deliberate. This is a time when dragons no longer command instant loyalty. Among them, Prince Baelor Breakspear stands out immediately. He leads with kindness and quiet authority, not intimidation. Maekar's bitterness and Aerian's arrogance provide a sharp contrast, hinting at deeper conflicts ahead. Steely Pate's introduction is brief but effective, though the show misses a symbolic opportunity by cutting Dunk kneeling for his measurements. That moment always felt like a form of knighting, especially if you believe Ser Arlen never officially knighted Dunk, a theory that adds an extra layer of complexity to his journey. One clever addition is Gwyn calling Dunk stupid. It reinforces how often he's underestimated, even as the show quietly makes it clear that Dunk isn't unintelligent, just awkward, naive, and out of his depth. That distinction becomes especially clear in Dunk's meeting with Prince Baelor. Unlike the book, this isn't a chance encounter. Dunk actively seeks him out, fully aware of the risk. It's a turning point that shows he's willing to bet everything on his honor, even when no one else believes in it. Egg's training line, "Do you yield, Blackfyre bastard?" is another smart moment, subtly introducing the shadow of the Blackfyre Rebellion without halting the story. The past still matters here, and the show is clearly planting seeds. By the end of episode 2, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms continues to prove it knows exactly what kind of story it wants to tell. Hard salt beef deepens the characters, strengthens the world, and builds momentum without relying on shock or spectacle. It's patient, confident storytelling